Interesting conversation during the draft about this Pango 4 position pickup, as do have a bit of training going on back at bottom lane. It looks like they might be able to get the kill here. Xin-Q is just setting up for a Splinter Blast. He knows he's dead. He's just trying to do as much damage before he falls. That's going to be first blood for Gabby.
Defensive, you know, your Meg PA try to hold down the fort.
Yeah, but sit on the triangle for 20 minutes and wait for PA to win.
Like, I think EG would win the game like that.
Sure.
LGD are winning the lane really hard, but as long as you don't feed and you get some levels, I think this is like sort of expected.
Big rotation from nothing to say. He's gotten on top of Gabby. Gabby, he's going to try. He doesn't have a jump, actually. He's just dead. He jukes as long as he can inside of the trees and are setting up to be able to take this tower. That's why Armel is already rotating in. He wants to make sure this doesn't actually happen. He's going to try and clear out the creep wave as best as possible, though LGD not wants to back down from this fight, it seems. They're going to now force out the coil from Armel just to be able to save himself. They need more TNC members, though. They're actually going to hop in on Bowie. He's really going to try and do this one. Gabby's now here. He's going to jump onto Faith Beyond. He's so tanky as a Dragon Knight that he may eventually go down, but it's going to cost TNC a lot. In fact, Faith Beyond doesn't even die. Gabby's now going to find a way out of here. Armel jumps to his orb to be able to stop the healing sound of Faith Beyond, but he's already healthy enough, and Gabby is just going to die a second time. Double kill for Innocence, and Armel may have stopped this push onto the tower and may be able to get the deny. I kind of assume that he needs an early blink with a puck, but no, he's actually going to sustain items with the mech. They're going to try and catch him out here, but very smart TP by him. Oh, actually, he Winter's Curse a creep, which was barely in range of the Magnus. Xin-Q, you goddamn genius.
That was amazing. That was such a good play from Xin-Q. I was just about to say, this Magnus just made the play of the game. He got his team back into it because they wasted Exo, they wasted DK for him. But Xin-Q, he just completely changes the state of the game with
magic
one
damage
play.
coming in over the Cold Embrace. See if they can burst down this Dragon Knight, and they will. Now they have the Rolling Boulder that's going to be chasing after Nothing to Say. He swiftly does dodge it. Does manage to put a little bit of drain onto Armel. The cookie actually goes out, gets him out of the drain. Gabby, meanwhile, is unsure if he can commit. Throws out a bit of daggers, nothing major.
A lot of your job as a support in Dota is not to necessarily live, but to make the enemy course overcommit.
Okay, they had the vision here. They just straight up go, but look at Faith Beyond. He managed to get the stun out. That allows the Winter Curse to be able to go down, keeping Xin-Q alive. The shots, oh man, he managed to just dodge so much. Ultimately, Swashbuckle finishes him off. Still though, Boca's going to be falling here, and Bowie actually gets swallowed up by Ame, who's running around like a madman right now. He has built up some serious speed, though as people start dying, the speed eventually does wear out. Still though, great team fight for LGD.
They almost came back into the game there, but Armel actually didn't have a TP. So a little bit low to comms. A good reinitiation though.
Yeah, and managed to find the Dragon Knight once again. Faith Beyond overestimating his tankiness against this magic damage. They could have just all been triangle. They could have been maybe playing closer to the top lane farm, but no, they just made the read. Okay, we gotta beware. They can Roshan with this lineup. Bowie is going to be breaking the smoke here from LGD. They managed to get the stun there. Rolling Thunder is going to come out, though. Hits a couple of heroes, but I don't think they want to fight into this exorcism, or maybe they do. Armel's actually gunning for it. He's going to go straight for the Dragon Knight. The magic damage isn't quite enough, and now they have the Mortimer's Kiss raining in as well. The Winter's Curse is going to be able to grab the mag and pull him over as the Pango is about to finish up the Wyvern. They do manage to get him with the kisses. Why? He's going to be coming up next as Gabby's gunning for him. Nothing to Say. The RP pulls him and Ame together. They're putting out some good cleave damage, but it's not quite enough. The Bloodseeker's fighting through it all. If he gets another kill, he keeps on healing himself. Nothing to Say with the exorcism still out as well. TNC were so close to wiping LGD, but Ame was just a bit too strong.
I like what they're doing. You know, they went for that Roshan. They tried to hold their high ground. They're taking risks to try to come back in this game, and that's a mark of a good team.
Yeah,
they're
smoking in. They see double damage. Everyone's going to be fighting over that one. Armel's going to be grabbing him, but he already got stunned up, and now he's going to be silenced up as well. Oh, this puck is in trouble. The Rolling Thunder tries to be able to intercept, but Armel ultimately does die. Now it's Ame. Oh, they managed to get the Winter's Curse on the Rolling Boulder with the PA right next to him, so they're both very likely to fall here. Sure enough, they do, and that low health allows Ame to be able to chase down Bowie, gets that extra +1 kill. 4 down on the side of TNC, just outside of the Roshan pit. Occasionally 4, but you're right. Xin-Q is making a good argument that this is a top-tier support hero, but LGD is wise to it. They back up, and if the TNC's not careful, they're going to get caught here. Nothing to Say was hiding in the trees. Now Faith Beyond is back into it, a silence into a stun, and there goes Armel. And the rest of TNC has to give up any pretense of a team fight without their mid laner, but they're ruptured up on Gabby. He has to go for a TP out, and he stuns. Dragon Tail's not quite there, And it looks like Boke, okay, they're going to chase him all the way down to the tier 3 here. The Mango's coming in. Can he Rolling Thunder stop some of this? They do give the cookie away to Boke, and he managed to skewer himself away to safety. Now, nothing to say. Awkward position, but he managed to juke the stun there. Oh, and Tims runs into the side of the wall there. He won't be able to pursue after the Death Prophet now that they're outside of the base. TNC, not so sure they can take a team fight anymore. They're going to have to wait for Armel, it looks like. Never mind, skewer back into the cookie, chain stun. Beautiful combo. TNC get the first life of the Bloodseeker and then back up. They're not going to trade anything for that just yet. Puck is almost here. Armel, 3 seconds. If they can slow down these heroes, maybe they can get a good coil and still force a good team fight here. Faith Beyond threatening to go back in there for a moment. He's got the Evans Halberd, so he is very tanky.
I think how they drafted, how they structured their draft, like they knew that they don't have to...
I'm sorry, did I just see an Ether Lens on Dragonite? Was that the hero I just saw that on? All right.
You did.
Damn. That is cool. Boomy in the pit here, gonna cookie himself out. PSG.LGD are certainly gonna... Oh, what an RP with the coil combo! They're gonna be able to skewer snap a bunch of heroes. Ame's a little bit low. Gabby's gonna be able to jump onto him. Can they finally get the kill on the carry of LGD? He actually hits the hard camp to be able to heal himself up with the Satanic and the heals, but it's not enough. Gabby is too big. He actually managed to win that man fight. Down for 80 seconds. LGD is still pursuing, though, with nothing to say, but without the exorcism, he doesn't do that much damage. They're going to go for a TP out, but Bulk comes right back with a skewer, gives up his life to be able to stop that TP away from nothing to say. They're just bit by bit poking at these two heroes. Gabby now making the commitment here, wants to be able to make sure he doesn't die to nothing to say, but he's got the talent. He's throwing out Crypt Swarm after Crypt Swarm and does manage to kill the carry of TNC. Still trying to get away here. TNC chasing after him. He's out of mana now. They know he's got no more offensive spells, so they're just going to stick onto him as best as possible. And I think they've got him here. Unless the Winter Wyvern, Jin Q, they've got to kill him fast. Otherwise, the Winter Scourge is going to be coming in. It goes out, but the Death Prophet's already dead, and Armel has slid away. As a result, it looks like Tims, he may end up dying here, burning out from the Arctic Burn. He does fall. Armel chasing after Jin Q, though, has him low enough. Almost finished him off, but the Cold Embrace is going to keep him alive. Armel out of spells. He's got a silence up, but he doesn't have the distance right now. Boomy looking to approach. They get the silence. Oh, but he turns around and kills him, dropping the gem. As a result, Jin Q trades himself for Armel. Boomy's on the hump for the gem and a TP away, but he doesn't have TP for now for the gem. Let's see if Innocence, he drops a ward just to be able to spot him, but Boomy in turn denies the ward. He takes away the Ghost Scepter with the enchant, dispels him. The Winter Wyvern's coming over with the courier to be able to spot him out, instantly picks up the gem to make sure there's no enemy courier shenanigans.
PA with BKB?
Yeah.
If you hit a BKB unit with Witch's Blade and it doesn't proc, you continue to have the True Strike. So if PA BKBs and you hit him, you will always have True Strike on him until your Witch Blade procs, yeah.
That is fascinating. Rupture being used on Boke right now. Ame is sitting on him and looks to be able to kill him while he's still silenced out. Now they're going to chase after Boomy. Tims probably wants to just roll back to safety. Oh, he got clipped on the wall. Uh-oh. He's going to go ahead and pop his shard here to try and blink away, and he does. Nicely played. But still, losing their Magnus is a big part of their combo.
That was super. Did Ame not want to hit him there? Like, you can still hit him when he's rolled up, right?
Yeah, you can hit him, and he could have stopped the Blink Dagger, but he would have rolled deeper into the base. So I think he just didn't think about the Blink.
Yeah.
But jump in. Do you manage? Oh, Cookie's actually going to be able to get a two-man stun. Ame's a little bit of trouble. Oh, the dagger did 1,400 damage. They're going to be able to finish him off. That's the first life without Gabby having to commit. As long as Armel can get away here, this is a pretty good trade-off. Gabby's now going to commit, using the BKB, but he went for the Enchantress. The Enchantress has the level 20 talent. She's so hard to bring down. Oh, no. TNC. Can Armel get out? No. Swept up by the Dragon Flames and the Crypt Swarm at the same time. They buy back on Tims for this one, but Tims... Rolling Thunder now up.
As you can see from Jin Q just dominating.
Oh, tempted to go for the Shockwave Skewer back. Nothing to say, it was a little bit too fast though. And they are beginning to hit this tier 3 tower. A dangerous combination. Cold Embrace put onto the Death Prophet as the ghosts are out. Backdoor protection up for a second here.
He does have that Skewer cooldown, so it's up again.
Yeah, they can go for it again, especially if nothing say starts getting low. Oh, but he popped the cheese just beforehand. He heals up. He still got the exorcism going, and they have the Magnus currently orchid it up. Tim's, though, causing a little bit of havoc in the back line as he managed to do a nice rolling thunder through most of everybody. Nothing to say. Finally popping his VKB, chasing after Gabby. Really wants to be able to get this kill. Gabby is actually turning around on him with the satanic, heals up just a little bit. And the rest of the team managed to take the mid lane of Barracks. Now LGD looks to be able to get away. Not cleanly, though. They're going to have to leave Innocence behind. Why? Falls. 80 seconds for him. They're going to chase after nothing to say. They know no exorcism, no cheese. They're feeling it right now. They do Dragon Tail stuff, but it bounces back off the Lotus Orb, and they manage to get him out of sight. Like Gabby, though, is taking so much damage. Ame actually wins in the 1v1. He takes him down. Now going to go for Armel as well. Armel managed to phase shift Fuel Scepter a little bit more. Can he kill Jin Q? He's going to be able to jump away to his orb. Gabby's back with a secondary life here, but Ame is seriously cleaning up this team fight. Gets the silence, gets the stun from Faith Beyond, chasing down more heroes. Armel, he's a liability at this point with how low he is. Poke actually all the way underneath the tower. That's where he managed to get that kill. Ame gets the ultra kill and looks for Gabby, who's hiding away in the trees, and said, please, not me, not me. More buybacks coming in. They're going to use Bulk to try and skewer him back to the fountain here, but this double damage, Bloodseeker will not quit. Rampage for Ame, as now he's going for the Megas, and TNC are left with just 2 members to try and defend. It's Armel and it's Gabby, and it's time for them to go. If they want to stop Megas, they have to go soon. A little bit of a poke from Armel. Looks like they're going to have to go for Megas, but Faith Beyond, he's going to force the action first. Managed to get the silence, trying to prevent him from being able to jump back to the fountain, but because of the satanic dispelling off the silence, he does get back to safety. Now jumping in. Oh, he broke and kills the Bloodseeker. He died just like that. It's gonna be Megas, but TNC are showing they could still hold. Now going for Faith Beyond. Gabby looking for more of those crits, but it's nothing to say who's a problem for him. They're focusing on the tanky Dragon. Okay, a crit finishes them off, gives a little bit of bumper to Gabby in heals. They go for another break. Nothing to say. Has the Eon disc though, so they're gonna have to back away. The silence onto Gabby. He has to turn and fight. He has to heal up as much as possible. A cookie, a little bit of distance. He heals up more, but he's psyched up. Damage coming out for the exorcism. Not quite enough. He jumps to the creeps, heals more and more. A dagger comes out, but it's not enough. Why? Finally gets the shot that puts him in the dirt. 2 minutes for him. Armel looking to be able to kill the Death Prophet here. Bowie CC's low. He's going to give him the assist, but nothing to say. Is just too damn good. He's too damn fast, and he puts out too much damage. TNC are all going to fall and drop the GG as LGD will finally clean up this game. So how do you play this matchup? You're saying it's actually okay for the Templar Assassin. How so? What is he supposed to do?
It's usually okay because Link is a 40. Oh, they're going on mid with TP.
Why? He's trying to get the clocks, and he does manage to snatch him inside of that one, but the roll-in is coming out from Tim's. They might be able to kill the clockwork, but Armel is certainly in trouble. First blood goes to him, but he almost immediately falls, and it looks like Tim is going to die as well. Nothing to say is back in the game as a result of that.
Maybe like 8-9 minute mark. And then from the 8+ minute mark, usually your course of ultimates. So you bring like one support plus a core to another core, and you make a move with that combination.
And then the support that's not there is then taking a free lane somewhere.
And supports at there gets to get his home, and then you have both supports at level 10. You hit another timing.
They just barely managed to get the Phoenix there, and inside of the cogs, they do manage to finish off the clockwork. Faith Beyond had to turn around and go for that kill on Boke, and he got it, but it's going to cost him his life as Armel. Ultimately, TNC out-rotate LGD in this top lane as Ame wasn't looking to fight. This Manta build on Axe, it is a slow build-up. There is a serious 10-minute window where you feel like this guy isn't actually doing anything for you because he doesn't have the Manta just yet. And now it may be slowed down even more as they do have the Ice Blast over the top that should make sure that Ame falls here. Now, PSG.LGD is still going to take a team fight here. The hook shot into the split earth. Nice combo onto Armel. It does trade out cores. Tim's looking for a roll away, but the battery assault is, of course, going to stop that. Rolling boulder, Boomy, maybe. Yeah, he's gonna die as well here. Nothing to say as more traps. Faith Beyond has a split earth, unless they don't feel like going up that high ground, and they do not.
Faith Beyond's build this game, I think, I haven't seen much of this Eternal Shroud item. Like when it first came out, I was seeing it built.
Smooth from Y, managed to use his hook shot onto Ame to get away. The diffuser play, now the bound the strike, still slowing him down enough that they'll catch up to him here. The Earth Spirit's actually going to be able to roll onto Faith Beyond. Faith Beyond's in trouble. He activates his damage, but they're just going to run after him here. Anybody to cut down the tree? Oh, the Phoenix tried, but he missed. He throws out the Supernova inside of the pit. They're going to run inside the pit, try and finish it off, but he explodes. He managed to get off a couple of Fire Spirits as well. Gabby's taking a ton of damage. He rolls on back into Tim's. A Sunray burns out Gabby. That's just enough, but a Cooling Blade misses from the axe. Fails to get the kill on Tims as he pops the wand to stay alive. Starts jumping into this bottom lane. They're going to go for Armel, and yeah, there's too many heroes here. He's got no allies nearby. So
such an unlucky death because he was out on normal TP, but sometimes like you're just playing the map, you're focused on your own game, you're like, oh, someone TP'd here like 15 seconds ago, top lane though.
Chain stunned into silence, so even as he gets off the call, he's probably taking too much magic damage. A little bit more. The Sandstorm eventually does do it, but it's going to cost two of their heroes. Nothing to Say is online. He's got the Dragonlance Desolator build ready to go. Gabby sitting on the trees, though. Nothing to Say. Not expecting this one. All of a sudden, the Cold Feet, you got the Ancient Apparition. Congratulations, but it's going to cost you two heroes as Gabby picks up a nice double kill.
They stacked Ancients and gave it to Sankey. Like, it would be a legitimately good play here.
Yeah.
But why would you think of that? It's super stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Well, it's not stupid. It works.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's actually, it's surprisingly good.
Roll in, found the strike first. They follow up with the silencer. They're going to be able to catch Jin-Q before anything goes off. Meanwhile, Bo is trying to protect Armel right now, and it looks like he managed to do it. The cogs kind of separating the two of them, and the Templar Assassin is now stuck, surrounded by the Wukong's command. He does turn around, quickly kill Bo, but because this Wukong's command is such a good counter to the Templar Assassin, he just dies and dies again in these team fights. Now Tim's taking a whole heap of magic damage right now and is going to get Culling Bladed, but at the same time, Gabby is putting the screws to this Faith Beyond Leshrac. He gets an ultra kill there. Not going to chase after the Rampage, though, where like people were building Battle Fury, aghanim Scepter. It was like super farm-oriented. Gabby playing very active with this Diffuser play. They're going to lose Boomy here right away. Book does manage to hit a two-man Burrow Strike. The follow-up on the strike, only hitting Nothing to Say and missing the Phoenix, who's going to use the Supernova here. Book trying to skitter away, but unfortunately, the Meld Strike from the low ground
This is Roshan.
lands true, and they're going to go for Roshan, and that is something that Boomy immediately recognized. He buys back on the Ancient Apparition, throws out an Ice Blast, sees, okay, they're not actually in the pit, guys. We can just chill. Does cost him a number of deaths, but
no buyback.
Good deaths and bad deaths. Gabby choosing not to go for that one, but he jumps back down into the two-man call from Ame. Now the shots are raining in from Nothing to Say. He's picking at Gabby. Can he actually finish him off inside the Wukong's command? He turns into trickery for a second. It is running away. The BKB Sunray tries to jump to the trees, but Jin-Q denies him. Burnt to a crisp. A double kill for Nothing to Say. Looking for the triple as the roll away is going to be blocked by Ame. And they manage to get the Culling Blade onto him. That is a team wipe for LGD, taking out TNC just outside of the Roshan pit.
A little bit of mistake from TNC there. And then he gets this sustain, he gets a Force Staff just to kite the spells, and now he has a BKB. He can run in and create even more chaos.
Yeah, look how farmed they are. Jin-Q even has a Shivas now. They do catch him with a silence. They're going to follow up for the Rolling Boulder stun, and he will die, so
they just kill him.
Well, TNC is not one to back down from losing one fight. They're chasing after a hasted Nothing to Say, and they just might get him. The Burrow Strike, the follow-up Rolling Boulder hit, and that is going to be the Aegis going down. They're going to turn back. Gabby, he does have Wukong's command, is attempting to throw it out now, but he's not sure about where to place it. Why? Kind of going in and back out, thanks to the Force Staffs. The BKB from Armel is allowing him to fight underneath Faith Beyond right now, but they do have to retreat.
He's been first to this entire tournament with like some 65% win rate, and that's super impressive because he's being picked in the first phase.
Smoke on the low ground, hookshot immediately going out. The rest of LGD was backing away, but thanks to the hookshot, they're going to re-engage and bring down Tims. Now the rest of TNC, Gabby wasn't quite there. He was on the trees on the other side of the river. He's looking to join the rest of his allies now. Boomy's going to be caught by Faith Beyond, blowing him up. The Supernova going out as well. Right as Gabby activated the Wukong's command. This is not where Gabby wanted to be, but they do manage to kill the Supernova. He's taking so much damage from Nothing to Say, though, trying to juke him out, but it's not going to happen. Nothing to Say. He does manage to output the damage, but he dies almost immediately afterwards. The Razor and the Sand King did too much damage to him. He's actually dead for 90 seconds.
TA Enchanted Quiver, I think one of my favorite items on her. Just lets the meld be so easy to hit. The cooldowns actually like line up pretty well too. Oh, actually perfectly. I thought Quiver was 6 seconds for some reason.
Does that mean the Psyblade is like mega huge
it
for
does.
that one hit?
It does. I've seen a clip of TA like hitting someone like 2,500 range away. TNC set up for this Roshan though.
TNC, they've got really good aim. We fight for this Roshan Burst Strike on into the pit, but he's already been caught by the Split Earth. Boke is in trouble, and he's definitely dead. The rest of TNC still trying to find an opening here, as it looks like Y was actually intercepting. He does die. Gabby gets off his ultimate here, but he has to get away. He's the Supernova. Now the call follow-up. The Wraiths are going to die to the side blades, and they calling blade down the Monkey King. They have no buyback on their cores, so this Roshan is LGD.
Didn't want to mention one thing. Why? Oh, there might be a fight though.
They're trying. TNC, they are not ones to sit in their base for long. They managed to get a jump onto Y. Glimmer KP's trying to get a hook shot out of here, but he won't be able to. That's why I love the neutral items that are so obviously support items.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
you don't get
the
leftovers.
Philostone, and then like your support, your Darks are often takes it from you anyways.
Jumping on the Boke, but Gabby's in position here. They get the right kind of chain stun here onto the Templar Assassin. No, they're going to go to the Phoenix instead. Silence him up, and Jin Q ends up dying. That means that they can stay inside this Wukong's command. Boke's coming back in. Bro strike on out, but he missed. The Yule Scepter going out from Faith Beyond, a defensive one that allows him to be able to survive through the initiation of the Sand King. Now Gabby forced to leap away to the trees.
At the same time, like TNC is 30k gold. If they mess up that execution, or they can't kite the fight properly, they're going to lose.
Flicker. Yeah, the end disc. Tim's searching for a way out of this one. Oh, Armel, he was stuck inside of the cogs there and managed to use a hook shot. The Supernova is going to explode, re-stun him. Now the BKB is worn out. Faith Beyond could be there with Split Earth and the call as well from Ame's axe. He's dead for 90 seconds. And Boomy, well, you're going to fall as well. He does have buyback there, but it's been hard enough for TNC to be able to win these fights with all 5 of their heroes now left in a 3 versus 5. It seems a near impossible task. This, I believe, is where the fountain strategy comes to play. Boke,
Bait them in.
drawing him in as much as possible with his dead corpse, it seems. Is he going to come back down into the hook shot? Gabby does manage to get a really good boundless strike, but unfortunately, everybody is so damn tanky. He pops Wukong's command, they just fight through it. He ends up dying, and that's it. GG from TNC. LGD will take this series 2-0.
Axe is really good in the Wukong's command, because usually you can't man fight a Monkey King, but he just dishes out that pure damage.
True.
That just...
He does the call, he's got a bunch of armor,